Hey guys, it's Dark Architect 18 back here with another YouTube video, and we are doing the Louisiana video today. So before I get into that, I just want to say I do Death Strike videos, ship reviews, and much more. So before I start, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and also make sure to hit that notification bell to stay up to date for all of my future videos. And now it's time to get to it. So we're going to break down the commander, the skills, the overall stats for the Louisiana, my takeaways for the ship, and break down the battle. So, without further ado, we have the commander. So we have Joseph Reeves with inspirations of Azur Colorado, and Kong. So we are doing a AA inspired, reload, shell grouping inspired, and bomb damage reduction and consumable and all that inspired build. So our skills are Agile Seagull, one-way ticket, firefighter, naval aviator, and will to rebuild. So we're doing more of what the Louisiana can do, is the torpedoes, planes, bombers, all that. So our planes. So that's the biggest thing right there. And then the mods, we have AA Guns Mod 2, Steering Gears Mod 2, Concealment System Mod 1, and Artillery Plotting Room Mod 2. So we're doing more AA, steering, concealment, and we're making sure our guns can hit a target accurately. Because that's also important. Because these torpedoes, you know, if you have 6 of them hit a battleship, let's say, it'll hit a Yamato for like 30,000 damage, which is significant. And then if you hit them with your main guns as well, let's say a broadside Yamato, well enough, then maybe you get another 10 or 15k. So that's 45k damage in one salvo. So it's pretty impressive what this Louisiana can do, and pretty happy to have gotten it. But if you did not have the chance to get the ship, you will be able to get the ship next July. So don't worry about it. You'll be able to get it for free and do it as a bureau overall and get the ship. But, yeah. So, Louisiana, we got survivability with 96,300 HP, 6 to 541 millimeters of armor, 37% torpedo reduction. Aircraft, we have 5,000 HP, 230 knots, 3 attacks, 3 attack units, 3 aircraft per squad, 10 kilometers range, 90-second restoration time, 2 torpedoes per payload, 8140 max torp damage, 2.4 kilometers range, and 57 knot torpedo max speed. AA defense 16 by 2, 20 millimeter guns, 108 average damage per second, 2.4 kilometer firing range, 16 by 2, 70.2 millimeter guns, 497 average damage per second, 6 kilometer firing range, and 10 by 2, 128 millimeter guns, 173 average damage per second. So actually, I think the 70.2 millimeters are 49.2 or 49.7 average damage per second instead of 497. But anyways, the AA is really good. It's got good range and it's got good damage overall, so that's the thing that I spec'd into for this ship. Maneuverability is 31.9 knot max speed, 950 meter turning circle radius, and a 12.4 second rudder. Rudder's really good for being this big of a ship, but you know, it can always be better, but I think it's fine as is. It's my personal opinion. You could always make it better, or you could just like not even care about it and say, whatever, I'm focusing on this. So always try to reason it out with your builds and make the best judgments based on the advantages and disadvantages. Concealment, we have a 13.5 kilometer detectability by sea, 11.3 kilometer detectability by air, 2 kilometer guaranteed detectability, and a 15.4 kilometer detectability while firing in smoke. So detectability is okay. I mean, it's not great. It's a battleship. I mean, what do you expect? They're, such a large ship. It's not going to be amazing concealment. So that's just the nature of the beast, of how these ships work, especially battleships. So overall, my take on Louisiana, I think it's pretty solid. It's definitely in the right hands. It can really make somebody think twice about what they're doing, whether that's a cruiser, battleship, or even a destroyer, because of the torpedoes that you can send off, and then also your main guns, which are quite accurate as well. So we got a pretty solid game here. We're starting off over by the sea cap, and we were pushing up. We backed up, and then we pushed forward around the island on the right, and now we're backing up a little bit. So we're gonna try to see if we can get one of these guys to come around the corner, maybe expose themselves. So overall, Louisiana, it's definitely worth it. If you like battleships, or you like the carrier aspect of it, or if you like both. I mean, if you like both, it's best of both worlds right there. So it's definitely fun. And the AA is just really, really, really good, and it's a fun ship to play. It's really unique. So you see all those torpedoes are going off. So we're getting all that damage. We have 81,000 damage in 7 minutes into the game. So pretty good. So we're going to try to take this curve first out. Yes, the other thing with Louisiana is you got to be careful with your engagement, since it's such a large ship. You got to remember that it's not going to turn as easily, and that you're a big target. So you got to watch what you're doing and be very aware of your surroundings. Otherwise, if you push up too fast in one part of the area of the map and there's 3 ships and you don't know what's going on, maybe you get torpedoed, or maybe you get citadeled for 30,000 of your health or whatever. So it's really critical to understand what you're doing with the ship, how you're going about it. And I thought this battle that I did was a good representation of how to play the Louisiana correctly, and how to approach the battle in, I guess, a solid manner. Not too fast, but not too slow in terms of speed, and ensuring that the team needs you in the right spot. That's another critical thing. You gotta always look at the map, look at what you're doing, look where your team is, and you gotta understand, okay, how many caps do I have? Okay, we got B and C. We're doing good on points. How many points are we up? Okay, we're up 200 points. That's a good margin, but that doesn't mean you can just become arrogant and not understand that, the enemy can come back from that. They can. So you always gotta think these things out, and really kind of brainstorm and figure out what's going to work best in this situation. So we got another Louisiana pushing up. So we're going to try to take some shots at him with the main guns. We're going to also try to get some torpedoes off against him. So he's also going to send torpedoes right there. I can't really do anything, so he's just going to get me right there, which was a really good salvo. So I'm just going to back up here because I am way too far up. And there's a destroyer right there and Louisiana right there. So I just need to back up ASAP. So I also got wheel to rebuild on this, which was really critical. for surviving this part. Otherwise, I would have been closer to death a lot sooner. We're going to dodge some torpedoes here. Pretty good. Getting ready to launch some more torpedoes against either Louisiana or Yamato. I think I'm going to do it towards Yamato because he is coming up. So let's see if we can get him. I think that was a little too far. So we'll see if we can get him. But, you know, that's the thing also, is you're going to learn that these torpedoes take a long time to... they're slow. So leading the target is critical. I did a little bit of leading with that target for the Yamato, but I definitely could have done better. I did about maybe a quarter more into the ship, or a little bit, then I would have probably gotten a little bit more damage and probably would have taken him out. But no big deal. We're still doing great. 133,000 damage. Team's doing great. We're up 300 points almost. And we have about a little over 11 minutes left. Oh, under 11. Or not left, but that's how many minutes we spent already. So we're at 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes counting left in the game. So overall, pretty good game. Make sure to also hit that like button if you enjoy the game so far and the content. Also making our push for 1,300 subscribers, so really appreciate anyone that could do that. Subscribe means a lot. It shows that support, you know. It really shows the support when you're hitting that like button, because it's a good indicator as to, you know, to show that essentially. And so we got this Louisiana just pushing backwards towards this island. He is going to continue to burn. I'm going to try to scoot up real quick and get another shot maybe with these torpedoes or my main guns. So we're going to try to get in the battle here. We're going to try to extend our damage and also our capabilities here. So overall, pretty good game. It's definitely favored towards us because of our caps. We're up 330, 350, now 400 points difference. So that's really, really, really good. So that's exactly how you want to play the Louisianas. Go for the caps, support your team, and ensure that you're really using the torpedoes whenever you can. But don't go out of your way to just use the torpedoes and get yourself in a situation where you're going to just get killed. You don't want that. You want to play it smart, and you want to think about it strategically. Does this make sense, me pushing up in the middle of the cap, exposing my broadside to a Yamato, a Kurfürst, and a Conqueror, let's say, and they're all right within that cap area? No, it's probably not smart. But if you're taking on one or two people and you got the rest of your team helping you or such like that, you can reason it, then go for it. So, pretty good game overall. If you liked the video, hit that like button and consider subscribing the channel, and hit that notification bell to stay tuned to the next video. We end up with 164,000 damage, a Dreadnought, high caliber, and first blood. So pretty good game overall, and we ended up towards the top of the team. So pretty good game. This is Dark Architect 18. I'm out. Hope everyone has a good day, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Peace. Bye.